Hello, everybody. All those here, past, present, future, present in the background, and whatnot. Welcome to another stream. Camera, are you okay? You are having trouble. Constantly. Alright. First, it isn't a certain... If it isn't a nondescript friend that I know who totally isn't on Twitch, and who I definitely don't shout out on every single one of my videos. Definitely. Oh, please. If you have a command for me, don't know who that is, I'm just small bean. Okay. If you have a command exclusive to me on your channel, on your whatnot, I'm just as able, if not allowed, to put out... Joke's on you, Missy. I ain't got no commands. I ain't that good yet. Nor do I know. Nor do I not know what I'm doing. Yeah. Fair enough. Not yet. Fair enough. Yeah. If you are well within your right to shout me out, I'm well within my right to shout you out. Oh, Missy. Don't get smart with me. Precisely, get dumb with me. That's how you progress. You get dumb. No, I didn't do anything. I just... okay. Sure. Anyway. Here we are, once again. I know it's been literally a week since I've done this. And I ain't about to make up any excuses. All I'm gonna say is, I missed it. I'm sorry. I'm here now. Progress is being made slowly. Very slowly. Plus, knowing how fast we go through these, somehow, who knows, it might be done in like a stream or two. Because, let's face it, what we're working with isn't necessarily small stuff. But, at this point, as per the usual, we shall be showing off 3 more good boys in our collection. And this time, I have the names for them. I apologize to those who have been watching previously and are just like, that's a cool Gundam. I would like that Gundam. What's the name? I'm sorry, you are SHL. Sorry, SOL. I can't curse yet, because it's only been... You are shit out of luck. I can curse now, because it's been over a lot of time. Yeah, whatever. Still, I have the names for these now, so that's wonderful. Once again, also, as per usual, 2 are mine, 1 is not, because my roomie loves showing off his collection. Let us take a moment, have our bevs in hand. That was a swear. Yeah, I know, shame on me. Bad. Let's take a moment to appreciate our beverage. Not a sponsor, but God help me. If they did, so help me, it'll be the best thing to ever exist within my personal life. We have ourselves right here the GOAT, the God blessed green tea cucumber with citrus. That is Arizona iced tea. I won't even lie when I say this. I would fully endorse this product. Without question. This is something I would undoubtedly, I would drink this. I would be like the mascot for this stuff. Now I bet you're wondering, what makes you say that? This appeared in my life as sort of like by the gods. It is a personally good drink. Once again, not a sponsor, but I like them a lot. This drink appeared in my life. I fell in love with it. And then, like a lot of things in my life, it vanished without a trace, as if it never existed in the first place. This has happened to a lot of things, specifically things that I found myself just flabbergasted by. That has always happened, and it was gone. Cut to, I believe at this point, it would be 3 years later. I have found it again. This currently is my last can, and I thought, what not a better way to enjoy it than, and hold for the sound, because I'm worried it's gonna spurt everywhere. It does say to shake well. Oh yeah. Misty. Oh, fuck. There we go. Refreshing. Got ourselves our glass. And let us just on camera. I wish. Today, use code Zolo for 33% off your order. Only if. This stuff personally is the ambrosia of my life. Good stuff, magnificent stuff. S tier, God tier, Goku tier even, Goku tier. Excellent. All right. Now, onward to our wonderful creations we have here. I'm gonna start off with the outlier here, the one that definitely appears the most out of place. Yes, more than the purple one. And it is a big, No, it's not as heavy as you'd think, but it's still a chonkin' boy with the gorilla arms that it can't even support itself with. It is frail. It can't support itself. He's trying his best. He's got big ol' honking arms. He's a beefy boy. Now, this is the Gundam 1/1/4 scale high grade IBO, that's Iron Blooded Orphans, Gecko ASW-G-71. I know it's a lot. Gundam Dandelion model kit. Now, for those who are still with me and have an understanding of what I said, correction, for those who are still with me and don't have an understanding of what I said, past, present, future, he's from, to put it easier, the anime Iron Blooded Orphans, which, as I have heard, is a very critically acclaimed animation. A lot of people really like that anime, so I shamefully have not watched it, because for some reason I like to ingest Gundam in my own preferred methods. He's neat. Funny enough, the reason I picked him up was not due to, like, the obvious reasons of the big gorilla arms. I picked him up because I liked the frame of him naturally as it is. It looks pretty neat. Obviously, I have a good amount of articulation. Arms go in, out. They can do a bicep flexi, but and as much as interesting as these functions are, he's technically a bit of a transformer. The memory serves is whether or not I can pull this off on stream. So we can see here, these are facades. He in fact doesn't have big beefy arms as so advertised. They are sheathed away as protectors. They're basically a way to, like, ooh, I gotta glue those things on since those are falling off. They're basically sheaths for his arms, so they can function properly as, like, oh hey, bigger arms. And don't get me wrong, they are cool. They are neat. They are used to, like, carry like a bigger sword, which is okay in my opinion. I don't have the sword with me because, let's face it, you're not going to be staring at the sword. You're going to be staring at the big rippling muscle bot. But it's still neat the fact that they give you an option to be like, oh hey, here's big muscly robot. Enjoy him. Yeah, this is what he looks like without the arms. And like I said, he doesn't look bad. I really do like his design. The gorilla arms, as, like, comically, like, strange as they are, they're definitely appealing. And I do enjoy it, but I'm not obviously, like, well, I can't say I'm not the biggest fan, because, like, I had him displayed as that, so obviously, as I've heard many people say, and I shall profess myself, it is your toy. Display it however you wish. But an idea might also be, you can get him working with it, just display with his arms out, to be a destroyer on the back. But luckily enough, also just memory serves, take backpack off. And there he is. not as muscly, but still pretty appreciable. The bluish boy. It's not big strong man, but he's still nice. He's still nice. I can appreciate that full force. Yeah. Gorilla arms. Very nice. Very nice. I appreciate it. He was pretty fun build, if memory serves. And it's probably bad as it is. Well, it's not bad in this context, but it would be in many other contexts. Yeah. I don't mind being shallow when it comes to the toy. If the figure or model kit I want, if it looks good, I'll generally want to get it. But, you know, appealingness is kind of in the eye of the beholder. And like I said, as much as I'm not the fan of the gorilla arms, I still like the figure itself. But, yeah. To each their own. Now for the actual outcrier, because let's face it, it's hard not to pay attention to that purple. We have ourselves another in the line of Figurize Standard. This is a 1 Kamen Rider Gem from the series Kamen Rider X-Aid. Now, notably, if you've ever seen what X-Aid looks like, this looks definitely... Let me just take them off the... Easier to hold him on stick than hold him on platform. He looks off. He looks technically off if you've seen the original source images and what X-Aid's supposed to look like. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with him being off, because truth be told, this is an entirely different character. And I will say, he does look nice. I'm not going to go too much into details, because doing that will kind of get into spoiler territories. But, let it be known, he is still a pretty nice build. I remember personally having some issues with how this one was manufactured, because he's a bit hollow if memory serves. Oh, voice. You have to forgive me. Just the other day, I was recording like the wind the other day, just because reasons. My voice may just be a bit hoarse, just a bit. Refreshing. Yeah. He's pretty neat. I recommend it. I recommend others more, but he's still a nice figure piece. And the original, it's pretty good. It's if anything, it's just the same, just colored correctly. Unlike this one, which is colored off as ish. The colors might allude to what he is, but still. Hell, if you're a fan of the actor, you might just get this on its own, because the actor himself is pretty entertaining. And now, for the one that I personally like amongst these three right here, this angsty desperado boy. This one is named Bandai Hobby High Grade Gundam Astray No Name from Gundam Build Drivers. Once again, for those who are like not aware of what I said, I believe he's also from an anime from, I think, Build Drivers, maybe. But I don't really need to explain much about this guy, because he just looks cool. The like cape looking thing, the cool visor and whatnot, he just looks cool. I wanted him solely for those reasons, that like he looked dope. And if memory serves, he also has a bit of a transforming gimmick. The issue is whether or not I'll be able to remember how to do it. But firstly, I forget if he's a parts former or if he's... So it's like, it's simpler than anticipated. I should really not risk it for the case of like, I'd probably need the instructions to undo everything, but this entire red poncho-esque like cape, it comes off and forms into like a weapon, which is neat. You'll also see underneath there, it's basically doesn't have a second arm, but if anything, it just kind of adds to like the cool factor. And even better, he's not even using like the traditional dark colors that you would normally see on characters like this, using like an offset maroon. It is always appreciated. I almost want to put on the light again just because. Yeah, it does look better. I just gotta worry about refocusing. As you can see, I have done an attempt, is what I'll call it, of panel lining it. Not the best one. Not the worst, but not the best. Definitely one of my many attempts, and probably failures. But yeah. I gotta say, it is definitely the most appealing looking out of these three that I have here. And I do cherish that one out of the rest of them. I don't cherish Gem because he's not mine. Plain and simple. Someone might be upset about that, but I don't care what his name is and how many different names he has. To those who are watching who know what the hell I'm talking about, brownie points to you. You one of the real ones. To those who don't, hopefully you do eventually learn about what the heck I'm talking about. But in this context, frickin'... he's cool, but he's not that cool. He's a bit overhyped in my opinion. The actor's cool though. Eventually. Yeah, exactly. Eventually. Alright. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Now that we've shown off the pristine, we gotta show off the main reason we are here. Alphamon. As usual, I have not touched this since we have last streamed. So, ooh, I'm sorry. Just smacked my son in the face with my foot. My bad. I didn't think you were down there. All right. I'm done. I'm done. Sorry. Accidentally slapped my douche. At least it wasn't a full force like whap with the foot. It just happened on accident. Wait, don't be smacking your son. I didn't try to. I just did it like, oh, let me move my leg and then whap. It's not like I did it with intent. That was totally like an accident situation. On the positive note, he looked fine. He was just super surprised that like, hey, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were down there. I feel like I need a bell on the critter, because sometimes he's just silent, and other times he won't shut the hell up. I'm at a weird standstill. Let's take... For a second, it sounded like he was having trouble getting on the bed. It's like, oh god, did I smack him that hard? No, I didn't. It's just the pillow there. excitement aside. We are exactly on the arms. Plus, all y'all heard, past, present, future, I said I was sorry. I didn't mean to do it, but I still apologized. I think the worst part was that he was sleeping. He was taking a good old nap. And I just kind of like, wet. Just wet. Oh, no. He's more upset probably that I woke him up. Okay. E2. E1. I'm already gonna have to move this guy. We have a lot of sprues here. I'm looking for an H. A. F. Another F. C. Oh, okay, here we go. We have an H. 15, 16. Can you make two? No, I don't. Okay, cool. So it's only fair to ask, since we have now been going for about, let's go ahead and say 25 minutes since I spent 5 of it setting up. How all you close enough. How's everyone? How are they doing? Are they vibing? I certainly hope y'all are good. Doing good, chilling, eating. I feel that. I personally, what I ate recently was some pizza. Good old fashioned in the oven and whatnot. And nobody they were given to us, which I was like, oh, that's cool. Someone didn't want the pizzas. I've been basically over the last, I don't want to say week. Week sounds incorrect. Yeah, actually, I guess it would be a week. Just eating pizzas. Have been the best, haven't been the worst. At least until it came to today. There was a pizza I cooked that, like, it didn't vibe well with me, and it tasted sour, which is really unfortunate. It is like, I feel sad because, like, someone else who wanted it originally in the household was like, oh yeah, yeah, we're not gonna eat it, just eat it. I was like, all right, fine. And then when I took out the first pizza, they were like, oh dang, that looks really good. And I was like, oh yeah, you want some? Like, no, make the other one, I'll have some of that. And then once it was made, I was thinking, oh god, and they wanted this one. Oh, it tastes, it didn't taste right. I had 3 pieces. I struggled. No, I didn't want to say I struggled. I pushed through, ate 2 pieces, the third one, after I was like, no, you know what? I'm already risking by having eaten 2 pieces. I ain't gonna have this third one. Tossed it. Once again, I feel bad, but like, dang. On camera, this kind of looks like nondescript, very not much for kids drink. Even though it's cucumbers, green tea, and like some lime. YouTube, don't ban me. It's tea, I swear. Probably move this out here because I know I could still be heard. Yeah, I don't have to worry about like depth perception messing me up a bit. Let's see. This has been assembled. So now, like that. Ease. No. Ooh. E. Another F2. H2. C1. E. Nice. Oh, it's good thing I kept that H1 nearby. We need ourselves an E9. Looking like a shoulder piece. And H1 17. Put everything back. H2. H1. We need und 17. Yeah, it's looking exactly like a shoulder piece. Ooh, I gotta say, I am proud personally and excited for what's to come. I was mentioning earlier how I had been recording yesterday as of today, and I was really putting my nose to the grindstone for that, because as of the day that this stream is happening, the app I was playing the game on, my subscription for it ends as of today. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure I could probably still go in there and like play it, like say right now if I wanted. But still, I was really pushing for that deadline to be met of like, I need this done before my subscription is done. Don't get me wrong, I could probably easily just get like another like month of it, but considering someone else is also using my equipment to record, I wanted personally to be not another reason for them to like for them to buy a subscription. In short, I didn't want to be like a reason to get it again. I'd rather them get it because they need to do it rather than me also need to do it. If that makes sense. Something like that. But yes, put my nose to the grindstone yesterday, and Lord help me. Oh no. Lord. Son. I did it. I got it done. I beat the game I've been playing in quote-unquote secret. I only say it's quote-unquote secret because it's like, it was a blind reaction, honestly. It was a blind playthrough. C1. I've already seen a couple C's, haven't I? No, I didn't. Right here. Nice. Was the game good, though? Yes, and I definitely... I'm on the fence whether or not I want to talk about it, if you feel me. Because, like, I kind of want it to be a surprise. Not that, like, as far as I'm concerned, a whole 3 people know, but at the same time, like, it's only, like, 4 days away till you learn what it is. I don't know. That's especially why, like, I'm really on the fence about it, because it's like, if I say it here, don't get me wrong, I have everything recorded, but, like, there'll be some anticipation for it. That being said, though, there's nothing stopping me from after this stream ends and the days following, me picking up my controller and recording the other idea I had planned. There's a lot of potential in the works, if that makes sense. E1. There's a lot here. 18? Yeah, 18. Mayhaps those in chat who wish to participate in this can convince me otherwise. Give me a little motivation to, like, say what I'm doing. What I've been playing, per se. In my defense, I don't know what you could do, but I'm just saying. There's an option if you all are really interested. Except for those in the future. Who, like... can't see it yet. You know, in hindsight, I don't know why I say past. Not like people from back then can watch now. Shower thoughts. Shower thoughts out of the shower. E1 and then H1. It's H2. H1. 18 as well. At that same moment, there's also nothing wrong with waiting till, like, what would it be? I think literally the 13th? Maybe the 12th? There's nothing wrong with waiting until then. But I will say, I did have fun with the game. Definitely. To answer that question, I had fun. And I recommend the game that I have played. I didn't expect much out of it, considering I definitely am not the biggest fan of the genre, but it kept me well engaged. We building a shoulder. Let me keep these pieces up here so that way they can be defined properly. Yes. No, C1 17 and 16. Ah, more stickers. Nice. Although I don't know why they don't tell me to put them on when they're right here. Probably be easier. because the next step says to put them all together. But I also have them readily available to put stickers on now. Maybe it shapes to the what it's supposed to be. I'm a little stumped at the choice of order of operations, but overall should be no harm. Socks into the shoulder. Sockets into the shoulder. We're assembling a shoulder. Oh wait, that makes more sense now. All right. Hush my ignorant mouth. I have now seen. Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Why? Because they have to be assembled together for the sticker pattern to be on there. Let's see. $16 and $17. Need a tool. I really, luckily enough, it matters which side it's on. Oh no, it does. Being hushed immediately by the work I'm doing. I had to go off screen for a sec, because I very much take pride in making these stickers look well. This looks like a dab. I'm gonna call it a dab. I'm actually a little surprised that this app even supports emotes. It isn't anything like Twitch, obviously. Same time, it's what I have, so That, and I'll be honest, from what I've heard recently, I might be safe. I might be safe for where I'm at. So, I guess I'll take my chances here, quote unquote. I can imagine Zolo332 looking super good. I know what you're talking about. I'd probably be some cringe like Among Us. Think you're wrong on that, Missy. To show our progress, we have done this in the time. It is not much progress, but it is progress made. Among Us is always funny and relevant. Don't know what you're talking about. I'm not about to agree, but I'm not about to disagree. If you want my true opinion on the Among Us beans, I can say with penultimate confidence that I clearly hate them with every fiber of my being. Clearly. This hard cut to like the hard cut to my Twitter profile. That's literally a like fucking bean with a wizard hat on it. Because I know clearly I did that on purpose with my own two hands. And it's at that moment I could say that you all are gaslighting me. But in all honesty, I do love them. I do love them far more than anyone else probably ever could. Which is funny, because, like, I've only played the game a handful of times. But at the same time, like, I just love I love the little beans. Little bean boys. Technically, you could also smash cut to me being on a certain someone's stream too, where I appeared as a bean as well during a art showcase or an art stream. There's also that moment in time you can cut to. There's plenty of proof that exists on the internet that I am very much into beans. Be it Fall Guys or Among Us. And I really don't have much defense, honestly. They just look cute. I like the cute beans. I remember that streamer being pretty adorable too, if memory serves. I can't remember who it was though. I remember having a blast with them too. It was funny. And I hear Steam. Okay, cool. Why Steam? Why are you going off? All that time of progress for that white stripe. Excusez-moi. I've also been spoiled from the internet from all the animations people make. Particularly like the phenomenal animations where it's like, oh hey, Watch them kill this. He dead. It just squeeze the head of another Among Us and then just bone. Single bone just sticking out of like the corpse. It's good. It's good. Okay. Now that I have appeased the toy and applied the stickers, what is next? I don't actually know which way they're supposed to look, actually. Or which way they're supposed to face, I should say. Yeah, it looks right. G1, 3, and 5. Nope. I have a strange feeling. I'd have to look in this pile eventually. Because I'm pretty confident I've seen at least one G over here. Yes, I am. I very much am confident. Dang it. Alright, my brain. OCD, hyperfixation, whatever you want to call it. It's doing an annoying right now where it's not satisfied at how that looks. Better enough. G1s, yes, G1, 3, and 5. And I have to be careful about where I snip. Because some parts are intended to be integrated with others. And the next one is C's, so I'll just I don't think. Oh, never mind. There's a couple G1s still required. All right. Orientate it correctly. I don't actually know. Is it? I think that looks right. Yeah, that looks right. Nifty. Next is a C1 3. Where? There we go. And the money. Okay. 5 and 3. I'm actually having troubles thinking about where I'm gonna put this after it's built. I don't expect it to be gigantic, but I'm still pretty confident I should be concerned about where it should be put. Also, just for reference, I don't actually have anything displayed in here, just because I don't have shelves. None to speak of whatsoever. So I don't really keep much in here. This, I guess, goes in front. Yes, there we go. Because that looks like it seeds in right yonder. This goes back. That is a clever way to integrate that gold accent. I'm not gonna lie. If this were once upon a time ago, I'd be concerned that it would just be all stickers or something like that. But you pay for what you get, after all. And this does feel like very high quality, so I shouldn't expect anything more than just quality. Need that G1 already. 12 and 10. I think one of these days I'm probably going to eventually going to have to get the Millennium Puzzle model kit, because pretty obvious why I would want that, actually. And for those who are unaware about that, the model kit for the Millennium Puzzle, not only do you have to build it, but then you actually have to build it afterwards. You have to build that dang thing twice. Because it like... Yes, there is a Millennium Puzzle model kit. There's officially 3 model kits for... Technically 4. There's technically 4 model kits that are branded for Yu-Gi-Oh! There's the Millennium Puzzle that came out, I believe, last year. There's Blue Eyes. It's pretty much Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. I'm pretty sure. But it's like released by Bandai. But... Oh, I know. Or is it just Blue Eyes? Blue Eyes. Cool art looking Blue Eyes. That's one of the model kits available. They announced a Exodia, the Forbidden One. They announced him, I think, as of like this year. And it's gonna be a big boy. Frame Arms made a Dark Magician Girl, which I've showed Frame Arms on this on these streams before. So to get an idea how they work, pretty good. And like I said, the Millennium Puzzle, that's also a model kit, which is hilarious. But yes, the Millennium Puzzle is there's a model kit of the Millennium Puzzle, and after you get done assembling it, you then have to figure out the puzzle as well. And if memory serves, I'm pretty confident in the words I speak. They give you directions how to build the model kit. They don't give you directions how to solve the puzzle, which is funny. I can appreciate that that like next level, like just the meta humor in that. But for all intents and purposes, screw you, Bandai. Let's see, C1. I need C1 right here. I'll be honest. I'm into it, I like it, but you haven't yet to release a monster I personally love. And trust me, there's a lot to choose from. And I do mean that. There is a lot of monsters to choose from. If you were to make some model kits out of a good handful of the monsters I very much appeal to, you have a purchase immediately. I'll be frank though. Top of that list, without question, Blackluster Soldier. I almost don't care which one, because there's a lot of them. If I had to pick, OG Blackluster Soldier would be fire as a model kit, especially as amplified. Oh God, Lord help me, I'm drooling already. That is a beautiful looking specimen. I'd settle for Envoy of the Beginning. I'd be... No, I'll take that back. I'd be happy to get Envoy of the Beginning. I think I'd settle for Twilight. Super Soldier, I'm a bit indifferent about, but I'd still push a smile out. But model kit of the main one, I will empty out my wallet. Even though it'll probably be upwards of like 50 or something. $9 and $13. Although, don't get me wrong, I already know what they're going to do, because let's face it, they know damn well where their money's at. They released a Blue Eyes. Their next logical choice would be to go for a Red Eyes, or possibly go with the curveball and go out of Dual Monsters era and go straight into a high tier favorite of making a Stardust Dragon. And let's not lie. Let's not lie. All those listening, present and future. You know what? It just doesn't have the same ring. Past, present, future. Let's not lie to those listening, past, present, future. For those fans who are very much fans of Yu-Gi-Oh!, you would love to build a Stardust Dragon model kit. Maybe if you were of the opposite fandom, you would like Red Dragon Archfiend, if you're into it, but Stardust, have a Stardust model kit, that would be pretty poggers, as they say. Hell, I can see them, because it would be so easy to just rake in money. So easy to rake in money. They just released all 5 of the dragons from 5D's era as model kits. They would be swimming in even more money. Then you got fanboys out me. That's cool and all, but like, where's Elemental Hero? Where's Elemental Hero Neos? Where's Flame Wingman? Where's Blackluster Soldier? Where's Utopia? They're like, shut up, nerd. Yu-Gi-Oh! On motorcycles. And you know what? I would have no argument. That is the end all be all. You just had to say Yu-Gi-Oh! On motorcycles. Children's card games on motorcycles. And I'd be shut out. It's a trump card. It's honestly too powerful. It's almost as unfair as the game is now. I got a little sticker of a 30, right? Yes, 30. Little Billy Doll sticker right there. Yeah. Eos is a man. You can't do a model kit of a man. You can't tell me they're not gonna do a Dark Magician model kit. They would absolutely do that. It's easy money. Because you have the Dragon fanboys going for Blue Eyes, and then you got the and then you have the Yugi fanboys going for Dark Magician Girl. Don't get me wrong, they know where their money's at because they already have Dark Magician Girl out there. I'm just saying, it's easy money. You barely even have to do anything. They could. They can do all they want and make that look like perfect. Like it could be the best iteration of it. I'm just spitting facts though. They will do 5Ds before they ever do GX. And that's just the truth I have to deal with. I have to just accept that is what's going to happen. I won't like it, but that's how it is. Worry not though. GX is underrated. It is, especially if you watch the Japanese one, where it gets I almost don't want to say about it, but like because like I know because of this, like the stuff I've done and like the essays I've written, video essays I've made. The dub is super funny though. Still go. Yeah, no, yeah, definitely without question. But like because of all the research I had to do for my personal essays on the series, I'm well aware of like a lot of what happens. Just for a couple examples, there's a manga, or like there's a manga. In the manga, we find out that Jayden's monsters aren't even his own. He's basically using someone else's signature monsters, which is like wild. Like that the hero archetype doesn't even belong to Jayden. It belongs to someone else entirely, and he's just piggybacking off of that. But in that same comic, he has his own archetype now, which is a subcategory of the first one, which is the masked heroes, which is pretty neat and definitely very much faster and better than the original. And some stuff like that. Another thing is that like spoilers. You can stop listening for those who haven't watched the Japanese version of the anime or just don't want to hear about it. For those Uh, for those who do want to hear about it, you're kind of stuck here. I'll put a thumbs up when I'm done talking about it for those who just want to mute me for a minute. Uh, I got to learn that in season, I believe 4, I'm pretty sure season 4 of the sub for GX, that what am I doing? All right, H1. I got to learn in that apparently Judai, which is obviously Jaden, Japanese, kind of learns that his friends not only aren't the best friends, they aren't the best of friends in the first place, but like they kind of rely on him way too much. And apparently he's just like, whenever they come to him with their problems, he basically just like leaves them to like deal with their own shit, which overall is really funny because it's like he is taking none of it anymore. And there's reasons why, obviously. There's reasons why, very serious reasons why he's like, no, I ain't doing this. This is you got yourself into this mess, you can get yourself out of it. Which is like, dang, dang, Judai. Didn't know you were cold like that. But no, yeah, it's just like, wow. It's pretty cool just to like, dang, he really just leaving them out there to dry like that. He don't give none a fuck. Not a single fuck is given. And he's valid for it. That's the best part. He's valid for the fact that he's just like, nah, I ain't dealing with this. Have fun. And then like you really get to see him turn from like the super energetic like high spirits duelist into he basically has he put up his big boy pants and he might have depression. He might. Not sure. But yes. This is like, oh wow, that's wild. That all that. And now I'm officially done, so thumbs up for those who stopped listening. But yeah, that was it. And it was crazy. For those who haven't watched the Japanese dub, give it a watch. I recommend it. I still need to as well. Sorry, Japanese sub. There we go. I still haven't as well. I really should. I heard it's really good. And I totally don't sound like a robot. Good to know. Yeah. You don't think I would have at some point, considering like GX is like my favorite season. I comically just for Jaden. He's the only reason I love that season. That and like the elemental heroes. I'm a sucker for heroes. I don't know what to say. I sadly, unironically use the Neospatians and have managed to make a deck that is competent enough for them in real life. Sad or not. And obviously it uses like the regular, like, easy cards that you would use to even get anywhere good, close to being good with that. On a comically related note, seeing what's happened to like the game in recent, I'm really glad I'm not playing it anymore. Not even, I never even played competitively, but just seeing it like, oh God, no. I'm happy knowing I don't have to deal with any of that. There's just too much, there's too much insanity going on in that game. I think it's officially become one of those properties I could appreciate from afar and leave it at that. 'Cause I don't think I have the strength to appreciate it firsthand anymore. Even though I still have like 2 more videos to make for that video essay series I have going. But let's not think about that too much, why don't we? G1. That's right. No, yeah, in all honesty, I do still have 2 more to make. I have to make Duel Links, the Duel Links, I need to make the Duel Links decked out. That's what I called it, right? Decked out. Pretty confident that's what I called it. The Duel Links decked out, and of course, I said I would because I think I was talked into it. The decked out for Master Duel, because I definitely have made a good, like, I played it a bunch, and I hate to say it, I have opinions on it. They are not good. They're not great. Or no, they're not bad. They're not entirely good. At some point, there are just going to be issues with the game, and like the game as a whole, rather than the game I'm playing. That's just what it's going to be. I guess in all reality, I guess I am. That's all I've been doing. It's just been judging the like TCG as a whole in general. I think Yu-Gi-Oh has trained me well enough to start learning I don't like TCGs anymore. At least the ones where like things can just go absolutely bonkers. I think that's also why, like, for example, Digimon caught my eye at one point, because like it's new and nothing wild can happen yet. I think at some point all trading card games are just inevitably going to hit a point where like it's going to be like the idea where the creator will have inevitably gone too far. They strayed too far from the eyes of God, and their creation will just end up an abomination. I'm not saying that's the canon of what's going to happen and what is fated to happen, but I'm just saying it really feels like it, because some of these card games are just like zooming and just like it's so fast paced. I shouldn't have to feel like I'm playing a fighting game. With these like action commands and whatnot. But that is exactly how it'd be at this moment. I need to apply 13 and looks like 14 on the back. Let us see what is what. Whew. I also very much, sadly, on the same topic, I still very much want to play the Japanese, at this moment, exclusive one of the Yu-Gi-Oh! That's like, of the season, I think we just got, not that recently, with Disney XD? Where, like, it reset the card game. I very much, like, want to try that one out. Because it's doing everything we're doing now, but it's open for everyone to do. Which I may have already talked about this at one point, where that version is just like the version we have now, but everyone can already do everything we could do now. The special summoning, multiple times a turn, to the drawing till we have more than a full hand stuff. Like, all that's just prevalent in that. And I would love to try that. Plus the cards look, they look better. And I remember when I first seen that, my first initial thought was, dear God, my cards are going to be useless now. That was smooth brain me. That was smooth brain me when I was like, oh no, my cards. Now I'll have to worry about getting a whole new ones. And I hope they don't bring that over here. Do they have any sort of digital version of that game yet? Which one? The Japanese one? If memory serves, if that's what you're asking, technically yes. They have basically, I believe on like overseas app stores, they have versions of that Yu-Gi-Oh! Available. Where it's like basically Duel Links, but you know, for that game in particular. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm very much into it, if you can't tell. Ooh, all right. That's looking hot. I don't know about you, but that sticker job in there, it's looking pretty. No, that's it. It's just looking pretty. Looking really good so far. Thank you. Bro, we've only made a left arm, and we have like 30 minutes left to go. I blame my talking, because clearly that's one of the issues that comes up. Me not being able to shut up. And the stickers. The stickers are another big factor that is keeping me from progressing fast. Technically speaking, the last thing I constructed would have gone by faster if I never actually, you know, didn't construct the other parts required. But that was just because I don't see myself posing it in the car mode. The Tyrell Beetle. That's just me though. But to put a bookend on the last thing that I was talking about, I'd absolutely love to try that game. I don't know if I can access it naturally, or I don't know if I can access it natively, but I should really look into whether or not I can, because let's face it, that does sound good. They have like you're only allowed to have one boss monster in like in the game. You're only allowed to have one boss monster, or sorry, not even one boss monster. One specialty card, which is like basically uber good. So if you have a choice of like either Dark Magician or Monster Reborn, which feels like very much a step in the right direction from what we've been dealing with, where you can just fill your cards with nothing but all the things that counter everything. Everything and anything and everything that is required to just destroy someone with no remorse. Can you tell I hate Yu-Gi-Oh yet? Can you tell I can't stand this game? Even though I know way too much about it. Nah, I can't tell yet, lol. Yeah, exactly. You're right. You have successfully gaslit me into believing I don't actually hate this game yet. Second remember, same as the first. H2 though. It was right underneath it. H2, yes. 15 and 16. 15 and 16. Bad. You know what I might do for the remainder of the time? I might, while I'm doing all this, obviously, tell you a bit about the other card game I was mentioning before, Digimon, because I apparently can't get off this TCG thing. And I would just want to, like, bring to light it looks like underrated card game right now, because it obviously, like, it's going up against giants that are still prevalent even to today of Magic the Gathering. It's going up against Yu-Gi-Oh! It's going up against Pokemon. It's rival ever since its debut. So let me give some love to the Digimon card game, so others maybe have their interests piqued even the slightest. And I have cards. I haven't played with anyone yet, but like, oh no, that's wrong. I played with one person, but we both kind of didn't know what we were doing. It's an interesting card game. Once again, I've only played it a handful of times. I will say it definitely tries to be very true to the source material. Because obviously it has a lot of history to go off of. So something outright that the card game really likes to do is they'll have basically seasons correlating to like seasons of the show. And like these seasons of when these card boosters and whatnot come out, they release basically another gimmick that like the show introduced outright. So obviously you have, when it comes to Digimon, you have Digivolution, where you just like evolve the card you have, kind of like Pokemon, where you put the next evolution line on the card itself. You put the next evolution line on the card itself, boom, it's evolved, but for a cost, obviously. This game definitely like the main idea around this game is there's a cost for everything usually. I don't remember the system it uses that is akin to another card game, but ideally I have Pokemon cards right there. I don't know why I'm not using that. I don't want to be a card channel now. That's why. I'll be labeled as a card channel. Probably already are. Oh God! This build. What next? E2. Was it? No, that'd be A road. E. No, that's E1. E. H. That's H. Oh, I started probably some of that actually. You stay there. No. C. No, I need C2. See? It's E1. Dang it. Is it actually an error now? Now I'm just a fool. It is, and I'm a fool. I'm a heckin' fool. But you already knew that. C2, E2, H2. Alright. It's H2. It's G2. Oh God, I'm a bigger fool. It's actually E2. It's A. Oh God. I'm going insane. No, that's D. This. Okay, no, there we go. Crisis averted. Right? Yes, crisis averted. Digimon card game. That's what I was speaking of recently. Obviously, you have your standard Digimon. They all look nice. There's like, they come in types, just like Pokemon. I'm really gonna be making a lot of correlations to Pokemon because like it's the only one that really makes sense. They have types. They come in different colors. I could also use Magic, but let's face it, I think Pokemon's probably a little bit more well known than Magic the Gathering. Plus, you don't have to use. Oh God, boy! Now you're doing it. All right. Jack, I'd love you. I'd love you a lot more if you'd just like not start whining. E2 9. Right. All right, cool. 9 H2 17. They come in many colors, many varieties. There is instead of energy per se, there is a collective. Let's just go ahead and say like meter between the two fields, yours and your opponent's. And both of them, depending on how much, depending on what you play and what the cost for that card or strategy, no, not even strategy, depending on what you play, what card you put onto the field, it depends on how much let's just say to you or to the opponent, the bar goes. And the moment that bar exceeds past your mat onto the enemy mat, it is officially their turn. If that makes sense. Oh god. No, why? Woof indeed. He hears things going on downstairs. Fun. Let's see. This was made. That's next. AC2 18 and H2 9. 18. Okay, really. Like I said, I love the boy. I really do, but God help me. He loves to run his mouth. D2, what am I doing? H2. Well, actually, no, I need H2. 18. And don't get me wrong. I love him. Love him so much, but during the times when I need only me to be heard, usually something loves to just occur. It's totally fun for everyone involved, except me. And then he starts like going off. Luckily in my case, I have a mute button, so I can promptly just tell him shut his heckin' mouth and go on about my day. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't know why the neighbors wanted to suddenly start hammering, but thank you, neighbors. It's like 8 o'clock. Why are you... Why? Why hammer now? Don't even make no sense. Two small pieces. They go together. We've technically done this all before, considering, you know. This is literally that arm right there. That arm right there. Which is also why I'm trying to zoom a little bit faster since you've already seen this. Come on, boy. Get up. Why'd I cut this out? You see what he's already got me doing? He's got me making mistakes. The nerve of this little mongrel. This small little heathen. Okay. Looking at this. This going like so. That looks like that. And with this on this side. Yeah, it looks right. Now to put on the stickers as fast paced as I can. I might not have time for perfection. In the words of a Mega Man, it's time to get serious. Oh, actually, that's a potential idea for future streams. Cause they released model kits for my favorite season of Mega Man. Or series, technically. That's what it is. Mega Man.exe, they released model kits for my for that season, and I was looking at them, oogling if you will, and I was like, ooh, that's pretty nice. I personally have like a I don't want to say a kit. Kit's not correct. I have one on the. I have a model. Not a model kit. I have one of a model. I say model kit. Mega Man.exe personally, outside in the front room on display. It's a bit of a smaller one, like barely. I want to say 4 inches. 4 inches tall. He's pretty small, things considered, but hey, I like him. And if I would have known they made model kits, they're probably maybe just as small, honestly, the model kits. But who knows? It's until I get my hands on one eventually. But the more interesting part about that info is that they're selling model kits of his forms as well, because obviously Mega Man is nothing without his ability to change his abilities. Kind of like Kirby, but less eating people and more just stealing your stuff. That's what Mega Man's known for. Your special ability is using sound. Mega Man's special ability is stealing it. Just steals your stereo system. Everyone's well aware of Kirby's ability to eat people. Fiend. Clearly, Kirby was the villain all the entire time. I mean, genuinely, that might actually be true, considering all the stuff he goes through just to get some food. I'm not saying desperation doesn't cause people to, like, do some things, but I'm not sure how well you destroy the world just to make sure you get a piece of cake. Kirby at that point is just an outer god. Kirby is on his way and he is coming for you. I know Kirby lore is insane and stuff. Apparently he's evil or something, maybe a god. I always make the joke because I have a Dragon Ball fan in the house of like, Kirby is actually a god of destruction. So he's basically literally like a star child. And also like, you know, oh god, I never remember. Miyazaki? No, that isn't right. That isn't right. He's also Hal Laboratory's literal child, basically. That's his baby. I can never remember it. I'm sad that I can't remember his name. I'm a fan of Smash Bros. How can I not remember his name? I will try to finish up at least the part of the where it actually makes in hand. C2. Yes. Sakurai, there we go. Masahiro Sakurai. I am ashamed I could not remember Masahiro Sakurai. Forgive me, people of the world, for my ignorance. I couldn't remember Sakurai-sama. Thank you kindly for Smash Brothers. We'll leave you alone now. We forgot for a second there. Yeah. Kirby was basically Sakurai's baby, so basically a star child as it is. What I was saying originally, I basically keep saying Kirby's a god of destruction because I have a person who likes Dragon Ball in this household, and he can't deny it, especially considering he has basically a cosmic void in his gullet, much like another character in Dragon Ball. Just goes to show Dragon Ball's weird. So was Kirby, actually. The difference is, Kirby, unlike the other entity that I'm speaking of, he can draw from any power that he has in his stomach at will, including one that, like, eats the fabric, one that, like, tears the fabric of reality or some BS that, like, has no power scaling whatsoever. Yada yada. You know, stuff like that. The fun stuff. In short, Kirby's super OP. Goku would tremble in fear from him because, let's face it, not only could he not punch Kirby, he's too cute, but Kirby could also mollywop him into like next Tuesday. Goku would be put in his place thoroughly. And I'm pretty confident to say there's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's complete. Now the hands and the wrist guards. I am putting it fast as I can. As I see, we are quickly approaching the time when I call it. And don't get me wrong, I know it's like technically not 2 hours, but that's what my timer says. So I'm ignoring those 5 minutes where I wasn't on air, quote unquote, and I was sending out messages, tweets, and yada yadas. That's not the way I know how to do it now. then the piste de resistance. How far we have come? Social media ain't it grand? Hey, how's it going, bro? And there we go. You are H2, C2. Still need C1 then. Yeah, because you have hands. How's it going? You are catching me on the last 5 minutes of stream. Roughly the last 5 minutes. $10. Whose leg is that? Those aren't legs, my friend. Those are arms. So I hate to say it. Your inside joke has been nullified. I live with you. I ain't missing that much. Thank you. Also, suck it. Inside joke doesn't work. It's been invalidated immediately. I might be able to get away. Man, Elfman can slapbox. He does have big hands. And like, honestly, flashy, like, bracelets. I can now see how he beat Omegamon. He beat him with drip. It wasn't his sword. It wasn't his special antibody that gave him the power to defy. It was his drip. He presents excellence. And I might need to take off his hand, because I can't get this sticker on. It was the Riz. Yeah, it was his Riz. I mean, the only reason I pretty well know about Alphamon, he was probably a character beforehand, honestly. But, like, he basically had a movie that came, I think, prepared with every, if not every, then most copies of, like, Digimon World 4. Which, personally, I think is the best one, in my opinion. If I had to rate them. Which is sad for me, because I've clearly never played the other ones. But I found that one the most entertaining, because it was like a Diablo style-esque, like, hack and slash. Something like that. I have spent so much time getting that little sticker in. Look at that little boy. That little dot in there. Jesus. You know what? Yeah, I will go as long as I need to get this done, because it's literally the other arm. I can finish the other arm in due time. In enough time. C2, H1. I already cut this part out. Don't worry about that. I need to worry about the G2 though. The only real time waster, and I hate to admit it, is the stickers. The stickers are the one thing that is getting in my way. Oh. Haha. It fell, but I picked it up with my feet. Ambidextronism. Woo. I got none for that. Just it's good to be able to use your feet proper. C2, G2, H1. H1, H1, H1. Wait, what? H1. Oh, H21. Never mind. Oof, I am boiling in here. This PC, I love it oh so much, but it also exhumes a lot of heat. And when the door is closed, I make a perfect vacuum. Nice. Which is funny, because in my room, I think I used to be the coolest room in the house when the AC was on. I'm not sure anymore. I used to brag about that, by the way. Yeah, like, oh, I have the coldest room in the house, because, like, I'm right above the, like, central air. And now, of course, I'm boiling. Ain't that karma? Probably not even appropriately karma, honestly. Alpha Mondo got Riz. Objection. Alpha Mon got Riz. Alpha Mon risen. Shoulder. Now for the fun part, the shoulder. The shoulder. I guess shoulder guard is that probably accurate. Shoulder guard. And this is all primarily so I have things nice and neat for next time. I just have to worry about the legs, the lower torso, and probably the accessories after that. And they're probably going to be a lot too, so that's going to be fun to look forward to. Click. Click in place. Please and thank you. Once again, hate to say it, the thing that's probably going to take me the most time is undoubtedly the stickers. So, let me go ahead of schedule, because I know what to do at this moment. Being that I've done it once a time before. Secure this piece in and put it to really solidify this piece. No, I can't avoid it any longer. The stickers. Remind me for the future to get some tweezers. Because, like I say, it's aggravating, but be easier. Probably be easier painting. Maybe. Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes, because obviously, duh, it would be. No, because it'd still be time consuming. I'd still have to take time and, like, make sure everything is up to snuff. Not to mention, I'm not sure how I would record air painting at least. I don't know exactly about like if I painted with just straight like markers, the ones I have, or like brushes, I can agree with you then. But only if and only if. This is called a creative standstill. Don't get me wrong, normally I would take pride in doing something like that. In this instance, not so much, because I think the stickers would suffice. Only reason I would definitely agree with that sentiment would be is if I was customizing it. Which is a whole other beast in itself. I'm not sure how well I want to get into like customization on stream. Because let's face it, that is a whole beast. I'm not gonna say chat isn't ready, but I'm just saying I'm not sure I'm ready to start talking about customization. Because I'm not even sure if I have like any good composition of paints yet. I don't even know like what paints to use. Don't get me wrong, it'd probably be like a learning process for everyone, but there's a lot that just goes into customizing. As someone who's dabbled into it, not successfully, it is a long and arduous process. That's not even including the failed attempts and like whether or not you're doing it right. Because let's face it, you can fail very easily with customizing and stuff. Besides, in all honesty, the final product with the sticker does not look that bad. Essentially what model kits are made for. Yes and no. Yes and no. I'm not gonna say they don't encourage it, but I'm also not gonna say like it's not out of the realm of possibility. Whew, alright. We have made arms in this stream. I'm not putting it together yet, because oh boy, it's easier to put the hips together first than it is to put the everything else on. Yeah, it's easy to put like assemble that all together, but like how I like to do it is torso and arm, torso to hips, because that's the hardest one. Then attach everything else, because it's easy. It's like it's smooth sailing from there. Oh, all right. Oh, that was a good 2 hours, 5 minutes. Now form the head. Exactly. Tron reference. Sorry, not Tron. Voltron. I was close. Voltron reference. Oh. Form, like to say, of course, thank you all so much for watching, for being here, joining me. Those in the back, and those up front. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you for hanging out, watching me build this boy bit by bit. I'd like to encourage you to leave a like. I don't think comments are needed in this instance, but to each their own. Hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. Share me around, always appreciated. I always ask to give me a genuine chance, and besides that, I think that'll about do it. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope y'all are gonna have great rest of your days, great times, yada yada, etc., etc. For lack, dang, I don't have. I'm sorry, I don't have those commands either. I ain't got crap. I don't know what to do with that. I'm working off OBS. I'm sorry, I ain't got none. Plus, wait, why would my stream work on my stream? Huh? Anyway. You know what? No, just for that. Just to call you out specifically. If you'd like, if you can, kindly, as a request from me, check out my friend StellaV04 on Twitch. She is great. She's wholesome. She draws. She does stuff. I think currently she is setting up a VTuber model for one of her close friends. She's great. Go check her out. I usually have her link on my videos anyway. On the regular. You'll see it if you watch any one of them. Go give her follows. She's super heckin' adorable. And she won't admit it because she is a tsundere, plainly put. I'm gonna get a how dare and a baka for that probably, but that's just how it'd be. With that, I'm gonna sign off. Hope y'all had a great time. For lack of a better outro, I will see you next stream. Heckin' have a great one.